What's cracking, bros and broads? Welcome on back to the Millennial Bro Kitchen. We have a special episode for you today. Perfect pancakes. These are the puppies you're going to want to showcase on the gram. And I've seen a lot of pancakes turn out looking like Holstein cows, and maybe they're tasty, but definitely lacking in the showmanship. So follow this episode. In no time, you too will be turning out perfect pancakes. Toss Pancake Craftsman onto your Bumble profile and watch the matches roll on in. But enough of the chit chat. Let's get cooking. So first thing you want to do, get yourself a nice big pan, throw it on the griddle. And the key part of this is the heat. You're going to want to make sure you have your pan hot enough. That's what's going to make these pancakes perfect. So go ahead, get this pan going. I put it at about medium heat. Halfway in between the low and the high on your burners. And then another trick you could do. Crack your oven on. If you have a warm setting, throw it on the warm. Otherwise, the lowest possible setting your oven goes on, throw it on that. Take a baking sheet and toss that into the oven. What you could do with that is, as you're pulling these pancakes off the griddle, you could toss them into the oven, keep them warm until you got a nice pile going on. If you're having like a little brunch party, you could serve them all at once, nice, hot, and perfect. All right, next we want to get the batter going. You could use any pancake batter that you fancy. I like this Kodiak Cakes, Power Cakes. It's become a new favorite. It's got a little extra protein in it, fueling some gains. So mix is pretty simple. Calls 50% of the powder here, 50% either water or milk. I like to turbocharge my pancakes with, I'm going to use some Fairlife milk and an extra egg. And that's just going to add a little more extra protein into there. Like I said, fueling some gains. So go ahead. I'm going to do a half cup mix, half cup milk. Half cup mix, set that aside, then the half cup of milk. Then 1 egg. Try not to get some shells in there. We don't want crunchy pancakes. Almost had a disaster. Then all you got to do is just give this a quick mix. All right, and you don't want to overmix. A good consistency should still have some lumps. You can see some lumps still in there. That's perfect. That's what you're looking for. You don't want to overmix. All right, with that, that's the batter. Simple. Let's get going on cooking some perfect pancakes. All right, we're back, and now to the fun part of this operation. Actually grilling some of these bad boys. So you want to check if your griddle is hot enough. Just get a little bit of water on your fingers. Kind of flick a few drops onto the pan like this. And see how that almost, instantly kind of sizzles out? I'm going to turn it up just a tinge, but with that water just sizzling out, that's your indication that this pan is hot and ready to make some perfect pancakes. So go ahead, give a quick mix there. And then what you want to do, just pour a nice sized pancake right into the pan. Let gravity do the rest of the work for you. Kind of give your bowl a cleanup. That off to the side, and let the magic happen here. You're gonna see some bubbles pop up. It's gonna look like the moon here, some craters, and that's what you're gonna be looking for. Indication that this pancake is ready to flip. Resist the urge to kind of check that beforehand. Once you break the seal with the pan, that's gonna mess up the coloration on that part. If at all possible, the first time you check is the time you want to flip it. All right, we're gonna give it a quick peek. Breaking my own rule here. Oh yeah, that's looking ready to go. So let's go ahead and flip it. That's some nice color on the pancake, you can see. Nice crispy edge to it. That's going to be a delicious pancake right there. We'll even turn the heat up just a tad more. Alright, let's check how this other side's doing. Should be about done. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Alright, so this one's done. Go ahead, toss it in your warm oven. And get the next one going. You can make these as big or as small as you want to. Obviously I'm using a big pan here. I could probably cook a few at a time, but I like giving all my attention to one pancake at a time. This is probably getting close to flipping time. We'll get this little mini guy out of the way here. Look at that. Gorgeous. Another common misconception that people think is that you need some oil or some butter in the pan, and that's not true. That'll also kind of throw off the coloration of your pancakes, and you just don't need it. It's not for non-stick. You know, there's enough grease in the batter for you to get a clean separation from the pan. So go ahead and skip that. All you need is that hot griddle. Look at that, beautiful other side. Beautiful top side. That's a pretty pancake. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, get the rest of these going. Not many left. I did a, half batter size. It's only me today, so get the rest of these cooking here, maybe one or two more. Alright, that's it. Next up, we're just going to get them plated and covered in some syrup. Alright, we got our pancakes pulled. Let's go ahead and give them a quick stack here. Toss that onto the plate like such. And then put your favorite topping, whatever you have, powdered sugar, marmalade, your grandma's boysenberry jam, some maple syrup, butter, maybe a little bit of apple pie spice and cinnamon. Who knows? Just like that. And you have yourself some perfect pancakes. Now be careful. With this power comes great responsibility. You put these in front of Bay, and Bay's never going to want to leave you. So pick and choose who you make these for.